Congratulations on the win. First off, how did you feel in there at 170 pounds, competing again?
I felt awesome. People act like I've never fought at 170. I have more fights at 170 than 155. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the weight cut's a breeze for me. I took this fight on 4 weeks' notice. Yeah. To a fight at 155, it takes me 12 weeks. You know what I mean? So it was awesome. I felt great, and I was expecting a performance like that.
And I know you probably don't look at the betting lines, but you were a pretty big favorite heading into this fight. Do you pay attention to that at all? Did that add more pressure?
No, I don't watch it all, but I've had a million interviews and people asking me about it. It means nothing to me. Brian Camozzi wasn't coming in here to lose. 100% he was coming to fight his heart out. So it means absolutely nothing, and I was going in there to finish him, and that's exactly what happened.
And you mentioned fighting on the Edmonton card. Do you
I am fighting there.
Oh, you are? Okay, so that's confirmed.
Well, it's not confirmed, but I was barking at Sean Shelby from the side of the cage. I was already getting ready to a fight in Edmonton before I took this fight. Yeah. That's a fight that I was planning on happening. I saw that Camozzi's opponent got hurt, so I right away called Sean and said, "Listen, Sean, I'll step in and take the fight." He said, "Sure." So I said, "But I'm going to fight Edmonton after."
And you have a preference fighting in Canada, obviously?
Absolutely. I'll fight all my fights in Canada. It was a great coming to Las Vegas, but I'm a Canadian boy, and any card that there's in Canada, you bet I'm going to be there.
And Mickey Gall is the next opponent. What about him specifically that you want to fight him?
He's just been spoon-fed. He was on Dana's show. I had to work my way here. I went through the Ultimate Fighter. I won the Ultimate Fighter. This is my 7th fight in the UFC now. And I fought all tough guys. You know what I mean? Mickey Gall fought CM Punk and Reporter who never had to fight in his life. So you know what I mean? I want to give him a test to fight a real guy. I have no disrespect against him. Good on the kid, but come fight me and things will be different.
So you weren't impressed with this performance to steal it?
That's it. Not at all. And he seems a good kid. He definitely has some skills, but no way that he'll be able to beat a guy like me.
That shot, that right straight that finished him, was that part of your game plan? You just saw an opening?
Absolutely. He's a tall, lanky guy. So me and my coach has been working the whole training camp on hitting that body. It took me a little bit of time to get used to his range, but I knew when I was able to find my openings that I'd be able to put him away.
On the broadcast, they said that was to the liver, but it looked like was it to the ribs?
Yeah, I think it was a right hook to the body. So if it was, I was trying to get his liver, but kind of time ran on me, and I ended up catching him with that one. So.
When you hit him and he doubled over and back, did you know right then and there that the fight was over?
I knew he was hurt bad, so I didn't want to give him a chance to recover. I threw an elbow, and I almost threw like a downwards elbow. I was like, oh no, be careful. But I knew when I hit him, and I seen him fold. I seen him in other fights before get hit in the body, and he was a little soft in the body. But he's got a lot of weapons, man. He's tall. He's got great knees, great kicks. But I knew that my game plan would be I'd be way faster. I knew I had more punching power, and it was move off angle, and I looked for my shots, and I ended up finding that one.
You took a few fights recently on short notice. You out of the business of doing that now. Do you feel the benefits of?
So this fight was on 1 month, and I felt absolutely fine. I was out because I ended up getting injured, so I had to miss out on UFC Toronto. So my last fight was last August. So I was chomping at the bit. I'm finally healthy now, and I'll fight tomorrow if I get another fight again.
And your last couple training camps have been at home in London, which I know you really prefer as far as being close to family and everything.
Yeah.
Just talk about your team a little bit, which I think is kind of underrated at this point.
Yeah, we have killers back in London, Ontario that people don't realize. I have awesome coaches: Andrew Elliott, Leo Laux. I got Mark Hominick there, Sam Stout, Jesse Ronson, Chris Clements. I have a lot of high-level guys in London, Ontario, and Montreal's great too. I still train up there with the guys at TriStar, but London, Ontario's home. I have a two-month-old baby daughter back home now, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do the majority of my training will be in London, Ontario.
Have you trained at all with the Laramie brothers up there?
Laramie brothers come up all the time. Reno Belcastro, guys from Windsor, we have, and also guys at Parabellum in Hamilton and Toronto way. Everybody comes in to help me out. I had so many tall guys, Muay Thai guys come in, guys from all over the place to help me out get ready for Brian Camozzi.
How are you celebrating tonight?
Same thing as always, eating pizza, relaxing. But I'm gonna give myself 1 week. But Sean Shelby, I'm fighting in UFC Edmonton, so there's gonna be I'm gonna get right back to work.
Chad, when you asked for Mickey, did they say if he was available? Because he's kind of disappeared over the last few months.
So what I hear from looking at his social media, that he says he's ready to fight end of summer. Okay. So September 9th is looks like end of summer to me, right? So we'll see.
Were you at TriStar when he was at TriStar?
No, never. So I don't know if he trains there or what. I think he went there for a little bit. So obviously getting Mickey Gall is the long shot. Everybody wants to fight Mickey Gall. He's one of the easiest guys who has the biggest name, right? So we'll see.
You don't even think he's good?
He's not UFC level. He's not UFC. He can beat like lower end guys. You know, he's okay. I'm sure he has decent jiu-jitsu, but he's not a guy like me level. He's not a lot of guys that are in the welterweight division level. You know, obviously I'm not somebody who wants to trash talk, but I'm just saying facts are facts. It is what it is.
Does it offend you when he's co-main event on Fox and he's getting these big opportunities?
A little bit, you know what I mean. But good on him. You know, he's getting lots of opportunities. So you know, if they ever match that fight up, it's definitely not gonna go well for him.
And just curious, you mentioned London, Ontario. There was a time when that was sort of the hub of MMA in Canada with Sean Tompkins.
Yep.
Do you sort of feel like you're the new era that's going to bring them back? You mentioned the Scout and Hominick. These guys
Yep.
are sort of
Yeah, exactly.
More, right? But you're the one who's going to bring it back to prominence.
That's it. So Hominick, Stout, and those guys, Sean Tompkins, we're the pioneers, and I'm kind of the next guy who's coming in. And then there's guys like the Laramie brothers who are kind of after me. You know what I mean? So I take great pride in kind of being the next leader and building up guys that are coming up underneath me.
Really, go Chad. Sorry, just quickly. Did you know Tim Hague at all? Obviously, you know, big loss for the Canadian MMA community. Did you ever meet him or have any relations with him?
I never met him personally, but I have a lot of mutual friends. I've heard nothing but good things from him, and man, I really feel bad for his son Brady. You know, God bless him. You know, it's a terrible tragedy what happened to him, and God bless his family and everybody out in Edmonton. You know, there's a terrible loss, and hopefully things like that don't happen. But, you know, this is a dangerous sport, and anything that can happen. You know.
So let's just say that hypothetically Mickey Gall is watching an internet video and he's watching you. What would you say to him directly?
Come fight me, UFC Edmonton. You know, this is your chance. Let's do it.
All right.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it.